Happy hump day, y'all. Welcome in to Sports with Balls. I'm your host, Jeff Michael. Let's get it on. Big day today. Big day today. Wednesday. What is it? April 8th already? Damn. By the way, happy birthday, April. Thomas Q, Big T. April the 8th, man. My birthday's not too far off, guys. It's not too far off. Welcome into the show, guys. Again, Sports with Balls. My name is Jeff Michael. Let's get this party freaking started. Tons going on today, guys. Tons going on. Number one, being a big new contract for that incredible team down there in Pittsburgh. I've got some Paul Skeen stuff for you later on. We'll get into MLB. NBA, I'll have a parlay for the parlay of the day. We'll do a little bit of NFL draft talk, but right now, let's start off with the national holidays like we always do. Today is April the 8th, and it is National Empanada Day. If you're in for that. Draw a Bird Day. That's right. Baby Massage Day. Yeah, not doing that. International Kids Yoga Day. What else we got? Dog Fighting Awareness Day. That's sports related. Sorry, Vic. Sorry, Mike. That hurts. My bad. National Zoo Lovers Day. Shout out to Ashley. We're going soon. I almost bought tickets the other day for the zoo, as a matter of fact. Step into the Spotlight Day, and that's what I'm doing right now. So today, Wednesday, April the 8th, let's get it on. Hope you guys are having an incredible April so far, man. Hope you're having a really good April. I know mine's been pretty good. I got a lot of stuff going on as far as baseball with the kids, softball with the kids. Just everything, man. Just everything. Welcome back. Got a great show today. We're talking Michigan winning a national championship and why you probably didn't know a single player on that team. Masters is starting tomorrow. Some early MLB surprises, the NFL draft. I'll give you top 10 picks and, of course, the parlay of the day. All right. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Let's start with Michigan winning the national championship. Okay? And I'm going to be honest. I couldn't name more than one or two players on that team. And that's just me. That's college basketball as it sits right now. The transfer portal and one and done era have completely changed the sport. Teams are basically built overnight these days. I mentioned the other day about how much money these teams have spent on their players. It is just ridiculous. And if you're not spending $10 to $15 million on your team, you can forget about it. This is college basketball. You got guys transferring every year, stars leaving after one season, no continuity. It used to be you knew these teams. You followed the players for years. Now it's like a new roster, a new team, every single season. And Michigan just proved you don't need big names. You just need the right mix at the right time. That's it. Were you guys excited for this national championship? I know if you went to University of Michigan, obviously that's fine. And if your team was in the Final Four, that's fine. But like the draw, I mean, maybe there was a standout player or two in the first couple rounds, but that's it. Nobody stood out. It's not like we had some Steph Curry kid, and it's just you don't get to know these players, man. We always had a standout kid in the NCAA tournament. There was always one or two players that scored like 60 to 70, maybe even 80 points, man. And we were like, damn, that kid's amazing. Just didn't have it this year. I'm telling you, I knew one kid on the Michigan team, and I only knew him because of the tournament. Before the tournament started, I could not name one single player on the Michigan team. Not one. Not a single one. And now they won the national championship. It's really hard to connect with these players and these teams. It just is. You're not watching a team grow anymore. You're watching a 1-year rental, and that's college basketball now. If you're gonna get used to it, get used to it. It's really hard for me to do this, man. College basketball and the NBA, I just feel like there's a huge problem. I just feel like there's a huge, huge problem. I don't know these guys. I mentioned this last show about how 3 of the 5 players drafted last year, the top 5 in the NBA, were from Europe. I had no idea who they are. I still can't name them. You used to know these guys, man, from college basketball. My Lord. You used to know them very well. You knew them all through the season. You knew them as a freshman, you knew them as a sophomore, and then they played maybe a couple tournament games, got knocked out, but then they came back the next year, and you were like, damn. So if some of these players from Michigan or some of these players from some of these other schools stayed for next year, we would know them a lot better. Guess what? Not happening. They're gone. So it's new teams, 1-year rentals. That is NCAA basketball as it sits, man. It sucks. It sucks. But that's just the way it is right now. That's just the way it's going to be. I don't necessarily prefer it. It just is what it is, man. If you like it, fantastic. That's fine. I'm not getting into it. I don't. Look, I live in Houston. U of H was in the national championship last year, and I don't know. I think I know 1 or 2 players from the last 3 teams, and that's just because I live right here. That's it. It's strange, man. Real quick, this show is brought to you by Novus Building and Design. And Novus Building and Design, they believe building a home is more than just construction. It's a calling. Female-owned family business. Hold on, I got to pull up their stuff for you guys. I'm going to put it right there on the screen for those of y'all watching live. They're female-owned, family-run, and guided by faith and integrity. And they've spent their entire career turning visions into reality through home building and remodeling. If you're thinking about building or remodeling, you need to talk to them. Go to novusbuildinganddesign.com or call Amanda directly at 713-805-9513. That's Novus Building and Design. All right, what do we got next, man? Now that I went off on my NCAA rant, it's just hard to sit there and deal with that. It's just so hard. Man, that sucks. Oh, tomorrow, the Masters, baby. Let's get into that. I absolutely love watching golf. In fact, I think I caught myself last year listening to golf in the car. That is unbelievable. It's all right, though. I love Masters Week. I saw something this morning where Nick Faldo had gifted one of the security guys there a hat. It was an incredible moment. The guy had been working at the Masters for 30 years. There's just so much history there. So much history at the Masters. It's fun to watch. The aesthetics of just playing at that golf course are phenomenal. Is there a Tiger Woods? No, and we know why. Hope you get better, Tiger. But it's still got good players. It starts tomorrow. It's one of the best weekends in sports without debate. It's just different over there. The pressure's different. Who do you need to watch this week? I'm not gambling on it. I'm not. Well, you know what? Let me get through this segment, and I may gamble on it. Scotty Scheffler, probably the most consistent golfer in the world right now. Has he played great to start off the season? No, but he just had his baby, and you know how the Masters loves those moments. He just had his second baby. He wasn't able to play in the Houston tournament because his wife was delivering the baby, but now he's back for the Masters. So Scheffler, obviously one to pay attention to. Roy McIlroy, obviously. John Rahm, always a problem in the majors. Xander Schauffele, Brooks Koepka. Man, Brooks is a long shot. I like watching Brooks. I do. I don't know. You have your sleepers, Victor Hovland, Colin Morikawa, Ludwig Aberg, who I like a lot in this tournament. It's just not about talent. It's about discipline. Freddie Couples is playing again this year. I just want him to make the cut. I just want Freddie to make the cut. He knows this tournament so freaking well. So if I'm going to pick between Scheffler, McIlroy, Rahm, Schauffele, Koepka, Morikawa, Victor Hovland, and Ludwig Aberg, I like both those guys. If I'm going to pick an American, let's go with Scheffler. I know that's chalk golf, but it's about time he turned it on. It would be nice if we saw somebody like like Connor Griffin for baseball. If we saw a 19-year-old like the old Tiger Woods come out of nowhere and just start taking over golf, man, I'm not saying these guys are boring. They're just not marketable, right? They're just not. I don't even know if the Rory McIlroy story about him cheating on his wife was made up or not. That went away real fast. It's like there's nobody that's marketable as far as I just mentioned all those guys. Scotty Scheffler, unfortunately for golf, he's not exciting on camera. He's not exciting off camera. He just lives a normal life, and in fact, he would love it if the cameras went away. And that's just weird for golf. You need somebody that loves it, that has that fire. And no, I don't mean getting pulled over and getting like Tiger Woods and stuff like that. But as far as competitions is concerned, you want somebody that pumps their fists and screams and grunts. You want that, man. And golf doesn't have that right now. It doesn't. It's like it's very old school. So I would love to see a young kid come out of nowhere. Let's get somebody in there that's got some fire. Let somebody make a name for themselves this week at the Masters. If you get out of position at Augusta, though, it is over. That's one of the biggest stories in golf in years. Is the Rory McIlroy when he won? It's just, man, it's got a lot going for it. I want to see somebody come out of nowhere. I want to see somebody make a name for themselves this week at the Masters instead of the 7 guys that I mentioned. Who you got? Let me know who you got. Go to Sports with Balls on all your social media outlets. Let me know who you have. Starts tomorrow morning. Will I be watching? Hell yes, I will. Oh, and I'm gonna, man, I am gonna place a bet. I'm gonna take. I'm either gonna take Victor Hovland, Colin Morikawa, or Ludwig Aberg. That's what I'm gonna take. One of those 3, or maybe I'll put a few bucks on each one of them. That's what I'm taking. I'm not taking the Scheffler, McIlroy, Rahm, Schauffele, Koepka. Maybe Xander Schauffele too. But all right. I'll pick one. Give me Victor Hovland, just out of the blue. I'm just taking Victor. There you go. All right, let's get into some Major League Baseball. We've got some surprise teams earlier, and I do want to say there was breaking news earlier this morning. Connor Griffin, yes, the 19-year-old that had 2 hits last night, drove in 3 runs, signed a 9-year, $140 million contract at 19 years old for the Pittsburgh Pirates last night. I think it happened last night or this morning. Bam! This kid is good. Good for them for locking him up. 140 years, 9 years, $140 million. He'll be 28 when this contract runs out. I'm sure there's some back-end stuff on it where it runs out or he has an option or this, and this. But, dude, Pittsburgh looks good. The Pirates, after all the shit talking last year about the Pirates, they're almost much-watched television. They are really, really good. Paul Skeens, I watched him pitch last night, and it's ridiculous. He's got a 2.08 ERA through 58 career starts. That is the best in the modern era since 1920. That is over 106 years of baseball. That is unbelievable. That is absolutely unbelievable. So not only do they have that star pitcher, is on his 3rd year. They've got Connor Griffin, who's only 19 years old. Last time we saw a teenager come in was Juan Soto, 8 years ago? Pittsburgh's got something brewing. They're good. The Pittsburgh Pirates are good. And these young teams, the Nationals, are scoring runs now. Who would have thought all that? Baseball is exciting right now. Baseball is really exciting right now. Some of the teams that nobody expected are really, really hot. But it's only April. Small sample size. I don't want to overreact, but do pay attention. But honestly, the biggest story in baseball right now isn't even on the field. It's what's about to happen to the sport. Over the last 20 years, baseball has completely transformed. We went from old school baseball to analytics running everything, spin rates, expected stats, launch angles. We added instant replay. We added the pitch clock. We added bigger bases. We expanded the playoffs. We even added an extra man on base in extra innings. We embraced the shift. then got rid of it completely. The game's literally reinvented itself in real time. But now the business side is about to change everything. Why? There is a CBA coming in baseball. There's real talk about pooling all TV revenue and splitting it evenly across all 30 teams. This is a huge, huge deal. That starts to level the playing field. And then here's the real issue. Owners want a salary cap. Players want no cap. They want salaries to keep going up. That's a massive, massive fight. And therein lies the maybe lock-in or lockout for 2027. So, yeah, while we're watching this 2026 season, we might actually be watching the last version of baseball like this. Next year, the money could change. The structure could change. How you build teams could change. So enjoy the season because baseball isn't done evolving. It's just getting started. And for those of y'all talking about the Dodgers, that's going to bring up a huge issue during these conversations in the offseason. Just enjoy it while it is right now, man. You've got incredible stars right now. You've got teenagers playing. Baseball is in a great, great spot, and unfortunately, they do have a fight coming in this offseason. And I hope that they get it figured out. I do not want to see a lockout. Please, God, do not get into a lockout. Baseball is on fire right now. Today's games, Pirates take on the Padres at 11. Man, in about an hour from now. Keller and King, give me the Pirates. Royals at the Guardians. Give me the Guardians. Guardians playing good baseball, 7-5 right now. Brewers at the Red Sox. Red Sox finally won a game last night after a 6-game losing streak. They got Sonny Gray on the mound tonight. I'm not touching the Brewers at the Red Sox, even though the Brewers should win that game. The Red Sox are at home and got Gray on the mound. I'm going to leave it alone. Orioles at the White Sox, leaving that alone as well. Mariners at the Tigers. Dodgers at the Blue Jays. I told you guys from the very beginning, Ohtani's on the mound. Dylan Cease for the Blue Jays. But I told you to take the Dodgers minus 1.5 for the entire season. And if you would have done that right now, you'd be up a lot of money because the Dodgers are 9-2. They're 5-0 on the road. Take them again. I just constantly bet the Dodgers. Every fucking day. Sorry, but every day bet the Dodgers. Astros at the Rockies. Man, what happened to the Astros? They were hot. I think they've lost 3 in a row, 2 to the Rockies. And you got Christian Javier with an 0-1 and an ERA of 12.96 on the mound today. That over-under for that game at the Rockies is like 12. The Astros, they looked good. They got really bad news from Hunter Brown. He's going to be reevaluated in 3 weeks. He's got a grade 2 shoulder sprain. Man, the Astros starting pitching and their bullpen, because the offense is fantastic. So if Dana Brown can get his head out of his you-know-what, the Astros could be a really, really good World Series contender. Phillies at the Giants. I like the Phillies. Aaron Nola on the mound. Give me the Phillies. Cardinals and Nationals. No. Braves at the Angels. Good game. Diamondbacks at the Mets. Mets playing pretty good baseball to start off. Cubs at the Rays. Reds at the Marlins. Marlins were playing good baseball. They've kind of ran into a juggernaut, which is the Cincinnati Reds. And I talked earlier about the Pittsburgh Pirates being good. The Reds, 8-3 right now. 5-0 on the road. It's early, but man, they look good. Athletics at the Yankees. Take the Yankees. The Yankees are 8-2. They look really, really good, man. Yankees and Dodgers. Just bet them every day, or parlay them every day. I don't, however you want to do it, but I'd take both of them. Tigers at the Twins, and that wraps up your MLB schedule. I'm going to do the Dodgers and the Yankees and the Phillies. That's what I'm doing. Dodgers, Yankees, Phillies, and I will put that in right when we get off the phone. Or off the air. All right, let's move on right now. And real quick, shout out to another sponsor of the show, Hercules Geotechnical Consultants, man. These guys specialize in geotechnical soil testing for residential and commercial construction. And if you're building anything, this is something you absolutely need done right. They also handle phase 1 environmental site assessments, which are huge for banks and realtors when it comes to commercial loans. You've got a project or a deal in motion. Don't wait. Call Mark Fuentes, the soil test guy, at 713-884-5504. That's Hercules Geotechnical Consultants. Get it done right from the ground up. Boom. All right. What's next, man? NFL draft. All right. There's a lot going on in the NFL draft. A lot going on in the NFL draft. Just in the NFL in general. First of all, the scandal, the cheating scandal, I guess, with Diana Rossini and the Patriots head coach. I mean, what is going on there with Mike Vrabel and Diana? Is it Rossini? I forgot how to pronounce her last name. But, yeah, man, doesn't look good. Doesn't look good at all. They're at a hotel, a resort, if you will, and they are holding hands and hugging. Supposed to be a bunch of other people there, but there's no pictures of any other people. Whoops. I do have a mock draft here I want to show you guys. Here's my mock draft. All right. Number 1, Las Vegas Raiders, Fernando Mendoza. We know that's going to go down. Even though they just signed, you know who, Curdy Cousins, it's an interesting situation over there. But Fernando Mendoza, for all intents and purposes, is going number 1 to the Raiders. Number 2, edge rusher from Ohio State, Arvell Reese. Number 3, Jeremiah Love from Notre Dame, the running back who everybody likes, going to the Titans? Oh, I'm sorry. Number 3 for the Arizona. Yeah, number 4, Jeremiah Love will go there. I'm kind of skipping around here just for the big name purposes. Reuben Bain Jr., the edge rusher from Miami, Florida, going number 10 to the Cincinnati Bengals. And number 12, the Dallas Cowboys have I've got Sonny Styles going off their board at number 12 for the Dallas Cowboys, right? I wonder if they'll trade. Dallas is always intriguing. I wonder if they're going to trade this pick, man. I just wonder if they're going to trade it. It's very, very interesting. Another pick at number 6, the Cleveland Browns have number 6. It's Raiders, Jets, Cardinals, Titans, Giants, Browns. The Giants are an interesting pick. The Browns are an interesting pick. The New Orleans Saints at number 8, also an interesting pick. And the Chiefs have a number 9 pick in this year's draft. That is pretty interesting. It's coming up pretty quick, man. Quarterbacks will probably dominate the draft. Teams will trade up. Teams are going to panic because if you don't have a quarterback in this league, you have nothing. And if you go through those teams, who doesn't have a quarterback? You got the Raiders. They're going to get theirs. The Jets. The Cardinals. Titans do. Giants do. Browns, they got 7 of them. Commanders do. The Saints will need one. I think. Chiefs, they got theirs. You know, wouldn't that be funny? At number 9, if the Chiefs draft a quarterback to back up Pat Mahomes or just start training. I don't know. Interesting. Bengals have one. So it'll be fun. The draft's always interesting. Just we're just gonna keep an eye on that. What else do we have going on in the NFL, man? The Mendoza, who's going to be the first pick, is not planning to attend the draft. I guess that's a thing now. Just not attending the draft. Is that a deal? That's wild. I thought that was an important thing anymore. Is it just nobody likes going to the draft anymore? All right. Let's see. What else do we have here in the NFL? Just not a lot, man. It's kind of quiet right now. Yeah, that's it. Dak Prescott and his divorce or not getting married was an issue. And then now the Mike Vrabel, New England. I just wonder, and I'm not going to sit here and harp on this Mike Vrabel and Diana Rossini thing too much. They're both married, and this was pretty flashy, and they're both claiming that nothing happened. So we will see. Man. All right, let's get to the parlay of the day. My NFL teams, guys. I'm sorry, my MLB teams. No crazy bets, nothing chasing. This is smart. I like the Dodgers, the Yanks, and the Phillies today in the MLB. We went over that a minute ago, so I'm going to stick with those. In the NBA, let me see if there's any 17.5-point spreads. I know OKC covered last night. Yeah, here we go. Take the Pistons to score over 17, largest lead 17.5. They should blow out the Bucks. So I like the Pistons on that. I like the Nuggets. Oh, for sure. The Nuggets over the Grizz. Man. And is there another one? Yeah, that'll about do it. Those are my two NBA. So give me the Dodgers, the Yankees, and the Phillies for the MLB. And then I'm going to take the Nuggets game and the Pistons game, both of those to have a largest lead over 17.5 points. I'll post those on Sports with Balls here in a little bit. All right, do we have any more breaking news? Before we do that, I do want to thank one more sponsor, Wes Butler over at Butler CCS, man. Fire, water, mold, roofing, you name it. 713-330-9472. Call Wes Butler if you have any issues. You got a fire in your house, you got some mold issues, you got a leak, some water, or if you need a new roof, that's 713-330-9472. All right, headlines. Let's see. I already told you Connor Griffin, 9 years, $140 million. Good for them, man. Good for the Pirates. There's another stat here before I let you guys go. The earned runs, I think Paul Skeens has only allowed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's pitched, what is that? I don't even know how many games that is. Something like 30. I have to look that up, but he's only allowed 10 games where he's allowed 3 runs or more out of 50 something. Some ridiculous stat like that. I'll have to look it up on Sports with Balls. I know I posted it earlier, but they got something brewing. What I'm saying is they got something brewing in Pittsburgh, and we were all last year on the trade Paul Skeens deal, and now Connor comes through, and now it's like must-watch television. They get another guy or two. And let's not forget O'Neal Cruz is jamming after he absolutely tanked a couple of outfield plays in center field and boosted Paul Skeens' ERA. O'Neal Cruz at the plate has been a monster, an absolute monster. Let's see. I have no more breaking news, man. I have nothing. There was a fight between Jorge Soler and Ronaldo Lopez in the Angels and Braves game last night, but all right. Nothing new. That's baseball. I hope you guys paid attention to the show. I enjoyed having you guys in here. My name is Jeff Michael. This is Sports with Balls, and I will see you on Friday.